Hello, Catherine.
I am Catherine Morgan,
And I'm John Celia.
and we are your hosts for this evening.
Welcome. We love to have you with us here virtually, and our audience is here live too. We are not live, though.
Yes, we're live.
We are.
We are
Okay,
live.
we are live
live.
now. All right,
We
I
are
thought we were doing a test here, Catherine.
We are here at the Straz Center in Tampa, Florida, and we're just so happy to be back again this year. I think this is a wonderful facility for this.
It is.
Because everything, what you all don't know, is everything is in the same place. So these dancers are able to compete, take class. The hotels are like right next door. It's fantastic.
Yeah, it's great. It's great grounds. There's places to unwind after watching the performances. All the dads are taking advantage of the grounds outside.
Absolutely.
The various little places where they could sit and catch up and recap the performances. And you know what's special about this year, Catherine? It's last year was not international due to the global pandemic, and now we have so many different countries participating. It is awesome to see. I saw dancers from Malta. I saw dancers from Mexico and Brazil. It's just fantastic.
It's amazing to be back at basically full capacity. Last year was quite different, but this time we are back internationally. And as we said tonight, you're seeing the juniors. They are dancers ages 12 to 14. So I just want to put that in people's brains, first of all.
Because it will be hard to believe at the technical level that they've achieved by this age. You know, I was thinking about that. You know, what is normal and de rigueur for that age of today was definitely not the case when I was a junior.
No, I would have been on the floor like just not. I couldn't have been able to cope because if you could see behind us, there is a massive lineup of judges. Some of the top directors in the world are here.
Yeah.
These young ones.
And you know, when I judge, I look to my left because they always put me on the end, and I'm just so honored and really sincerely, privileged to share the judging panel with such esteemed artists, such as yourself.
Oh, thank you. It's been amazing to be here and see them. I've judged a little bit this time as well. And what you're going to see tonight is just the classical round. In order to get to this point, the dancers had to present both a classical and a contemporary solo, and they had to average a high enough score with both to be a part of this final round, but you are only going to see the classical variations tonight.
Right, and it's kind of what you said earlier. At the end of the day, we want to see your classical technique and your performance quality in that context.
Right, you can't hide in these solos. This is like you lay it all out there for everybody to see.
Right. Oh, now I'm getting nervous.
I know.
I'm getting nervous. And speaking of nerves, we were watching the this division from backstage. I believe it was yesterday. And to see the tremendous relationships between the dancers and their coaches and their teachers is just incredible. It's so supportive. It's so positive. And then what else is so positive is the dancers' support amongst themselves. Like I see them running to the wing to see their friends, and it's just, I just think, I know it's an overused word, but it's a great vibe back there.
Oh, absolutely.
And to see these great teachers such as, Dmitry Kulev, I heard such a great tidbit of advice. His student was displaying some nerves before going out there, and he just calmly said to just stick to the plan. You know what to do. Be confident in the plan and stick to it, and she did tremendously well.
That's incredible. Because also what happens is, in the studio when there's no pressure, you rehearse, and you might plan for, let's say, 3 or 4 pirouettes, but once you get on stage and the lights are there and the audience is there and the judges are there and everything is there, it sometimes doesn't always go to plan, so it's good to just trust your training, trust your technique, and just enjoy the process, honestly.
Yeah, if we only knew then, right?
Yeah, right. Totally.
To just stick to the plan.
Just stick to the plan. But what you're going to see also tonight, these are 65 dancers, men and women. So you're going to see the women first, intermission, and then see the men.
Yes. So you're going to stick around. They're going to see us again, too, at intermission,
Yes.
correct?
We are not going to talk you through it like we did last year.
No, we are going to let you enjoy the music and the dancing. And we know that at home, we know they have their own commentary that they want to really inject into this performance. So.
And if you're watching YouTube, if you're watching this live stream, tag us on Instagram, take a screenshot of your favorite dancer, tag them on Instagram, say, great job. The kids really love that. They love seeing the support, especially from home.
Yeah.
So give them a shout out. If there's somebody you love, screenshot it, tag them, tag YAGP. YAGP tends to repost everything.
Absolutely. They do, don't they? Thank you, YGP, for reposting absolutely everything.
Yes, yes. So the
Yeah.
other thing I want to talk about is how they got here before Tampa. There are many, many regional competitions with YAGP, and it's open to dancers ages 9 to 19. You want to come?
And
You
and I
can.
think, correct me if I'm wrong, I think this year we are opening it up to the age
Yes.
of 20
Yes, thank
because of the opportunities that may have been lost due to the pandemic.
Right.
So thank you, YAGP, for opening it up so much and it being more inclusive this year due to the previous unfortunate circumstances.
Right, because if you were 19 or even 18 last year, you might have missed out on the past couple of years, and it's kind of an awkward situation for them. That's the other amazing thing about these kids, is they've lost valuable training years. Like, I can't imagine being 12, 13, 14 and having essentially lost 2 real years of training.
Right.
And yet they're still here doing this.
Yes, but we're going to remind Catherine, right, that all is not lost when on Zoom. All
Don't I
is
know that?
all is not lost. We did persevere and we did make progress
Yes.
in certain areas.
Yes.
I can say one silver lining about that was I was able to teach a class to dancers in New Zealand
Right.
from New York.
Right.
So there is a silver lining. So we
Yeah.
didn't lose that much.
That's true. That's
right.
true.
We did lose a
Yeah.
lot, but we didn't lose everything.
That's true.
And you know what? Props to YGP too for persevering.
Yeah.
You know, we
Yeah.
did some regionals last year. We kept the ball rolling. We kept the stages open.
Yeah.
We kept the dancers dancing. So let's, Catherine, let's welcome our virtual audience again.
Yes, thank you
Guys, we're in Tampa.
Yeah.
And my name is John Celia.
And I'm Catherine Morgan. If you're just tuning in, we are your hosts this evening for the junior final round at YAGP, the world's largest scholarship competition in ballet.
Yep. And these scholarships are going to go to these great schools such as the Princess Grace School,
John Cranko School.
John Cranko School,
Royal
the
Ballet.
Royal Ballet School, right?
All the things,
Right.
And
Where-
go ahead.
No, I was
was
going to
gonna-
ask you, remind us of your training.
I went to the School of American Ballet. Growing up, I was at a small school, Mobile Ballet. I believe they have some kids here at the finals.
Oh, all right.
I saw one of the teachers. And then I went to SAB, School of American Ballet, at 15. And SAB is kind of its own track. So I never actually competed here, but I'm honored to be a part of this.
Yeah.
And then I was in New York City.
I'm
Ballet.
kind of in the same boat. We share the same alma mater,
Yes.
and we share the same lack of competitive experience at this level.
Yes.
You know, but I think YGP now has become such an essential component to a dancer's training that when they do get their opportunities on stage, it's not such a from, you know, starting from scratch.
Yeah.
You know, they've cut their teeth, they've done variations on stages with this pressure. I mean, can you imagine?
No, no.
even.
And it's good. It's also, you know, you have to remember a lot of these kids, they want to do well, but it's more about the performance opportunity. It's more about the chance to be seen by these judges. I mean, especially tonight, they are being judged by the people who can offer them scholarships, who can offer them a place at ballet school. These dancers are too young to be offered jobs this evening. Stay tuned for the senior final round on Monday. But these dancers will, you know, have the opportunity to be seen by these directors. That's incredible.
Yeah,
Rather than
it
winning
is.
a prize, that's what they're
It is
really.
incredible. And what else is incredible is they feed off this energy. You know, they're in their schools all year, and then all of a sudden now they're exposed and they're working, they're taking classes next to different kind of dancers, and I hear the excitement, you know, oh, we just want to see, you know, how they dance, and they're
Yeah.
feeding. This was one of these men's classes,
Yeah.
and they were really feeding off one another's energy, and it's just tremendous.
That's incredible.
It's tremendous to see. So
That's-
YGP just offers so many great opportunities.
Yeah.
The competition is one small part of, you know, their offering.
And that's another thing I want to mention, actually. If you're interested, these dancers also have had the opportunity to take master classes from these judges and scholarship classes from these judges. So if you're on Instagram or Facebook, they've actually been live streaming them if you want to take a look at the actual classes.
Right. Now, Catherine, did you just teach a class?
I did just teach a
Yes,
class.
a master class
I
from
did
Catherine
just teach
Morgan.
a
How
class.
did it go?
It went great. They worked really, really hard. I love teaching these kids here because they all want it so badly. It's never this.
Right.
in the room. It's
Right.
just, it's like they ate up everything I
Now,
said.
how do you balance? I have not had the pleasure of teaching these kids here now, or these dancers, excuse me, now. Do you do you think of a different class before they need to compete, or do you just give a class as if you were going to give an everyday education?
It actually, I do take into account what they've done already and what they are going to do. So I
Right.
actually got to teach the dancers who competed in the ensemble category
Oh, all
this
right.
morning. They had
They were great.
They were
were
amazing.
fantastic. We saw some memorable stuff.
We
I know I've
absolutely
been
did.
going on and on about it.
Yeah, ensemble and pas de deux, actually. There's the 2 rounds that you won't see in the final round, but you can also watch those here on YouTube. But so these dancers had already performed, some of them multiple numbers. And I could just see they're a little bit tired. So I sometimes will pull it back if I know they've worked already that day, or if they're going to compete later, I pull it back a little bit. If they're done competing, if they aren't going to be on stage again, that's when I really push. But I do take into consideration where they are in their day. I
Right.
think it's important. You don't want to have these kids come here and get injured.
Right. And don't you see them getting carried away sometimes in class? And would you have to remind them, you know what? Let's save a little.
Yeah.
And I know it goes against our whole credo of there is only now in the ballet studio,
Yep.
but I think this is a different context. We're in a different kind of space now. So we do take into account the responsibilities that they have as performers, and us as teachers, we have to really keep recognizing that and preparing them to do their best.
And the other thing I want to point out tonight is this stage is massive. And some of these dancers are so tiny, but you'll see them eat it up. This is one of the biggest stages they've been on all year. Like this is a big house. There are lots of balconies upstairs, and yet they somehow managed to just keep
Yeah.
going. But for me, that's what I also take into account. The stage size, the floor. Is it slippery? Is it not? Is it sticky? I don't want to injure them. That's
Well, let
my
me
biggest
just
thing.
speak to that stage size, right? So I'm watching the junior contemporary, and I see this amazing small scale gentleman just having no problems with the dimension of
Yeah.
the stage,
Yeah.
just absolutely owning the space and
amazing.
performing. And I'll recognize his name. His name is Noah, and I believe he's from the Master Ballet Academy.
Amazing.
And this kid was really inspirational. And so,
awesome.
Tune in. These are truly the stars of tomorrow.
Oh, yes.
You
And
know.
the other thing we should point out is there is a whole nother category that does not get a final round. So the pre-competitive category, which is the dancers ages 9 to 11, they come here either with a classical or a contemporary or both. It's the only category where they don't have to do both if they don't want to.
All right.
Or get an invitation with both. These dancers had to get an invitation from both solos. The young ones don't. You will not see a final round because it is the pre-competitive division, but we should also talk about those kids because they're amazing.
Yeah, let me talk about. So I had a conversation with a pre-competitive student or dancer, and I said, "Okay, did you bring a contemporary and a classical?" And they told me, "You know what? I only brought a classical because this is my first final at YAGP, and I really didn't want to. I didn't want to divide my focus too much." Now, is that wise beyond his years?
I think that's so wise.
Isn't that cool?
Especially age 9. Can you imagine doing this at 9 or 10? Or I wouldn't know. There's no way.
Right.
There's absolutely no way.
Now, also, Catherine, let us remind our wonderful audience that you will be performing in a matter of days, will you not?
Yes, I will be performing
On this big stage
stage.
that you've been mentioning.
Yes, I will be performing in the finals gala on Tuesday, April 19th. I will be dancing Christopher Wheeldon's Carousel with Zach Catazzaro.
All right. Now, will we be live streaming that event?
I'm not actually sure. We'll
Well,
have to get
we're
back
gonna
to you
look
on
into
that.
that.
We'll get back to you on that.
Or I'm sure we can update it on your
Yes.
channel or your
Yes.
social media outlets.
Yes. Basically, that gala, if you're interested, it's combined some professionals with some of these kids. So some of these kids will be invited to perform a solo or an ensemble with some of us. Some of us oldies.
No. So, Catherine, let's talk about the scoring because
Yes.
we're both pretty experienced judges by this time, I would say.
Yeah.
So, I just want the audience to know, if they don't know, what we look at is a computer screen.
Yes.
And there is a category for artistry, there's a category for technique, and then there's a comments category.
Yes.
And so that's what the judges are looking at. I don't know if you guys care or we're giving away trade secrets, but that's what now. Do you find it difficult to assign a number to certain performances?
I think each judge has their own scoring system in their head, which tonight is going to be the same scoring system. It's going to be an average of the two scores. But for me, I kind of have my system, and I think that's how they score, and they get averaged. But the lights are going down.
The lights are going down. Are we excited?
So we'll see you after the women.
All right. Enjoy the YAGP final round with our junior classicists.
Yes, we are so excited, and we hope you guys love them. And like we said, tag them on social if you can.
Yeah, help us wish them a big merde, as we say in the ballet world.
That means good luck. That's
luck.
our way of saying
Yes.
good luck, even though in French it means something else.
All right.
So,
all
you
right.
guys
So
enjoy.
we're wishing all the competitors merde, and thank you, Catherine.
Thanks, John. And
All
we'll
right.
see you at intermission, and we will give you our thoughts then. So sit back and enjoy.
All right.
Nice job, John.
Ladies and gentlemen, we would like to welcome everyone to the Youth America Grand Prix 2022 season finals in Tampa, Florida, and the final round among dancers in the junior age division for dancers ages 12 to 14. More than 15,000 dancers have been auditioned throughout the season by Youth America Grand Prix in 30 locations in the United States and more than 10 international locations. And out of some of these most promising young dancers, 180 soloists have been chosen for the finals here in Tampa. Out of those soloists, 65 have been chosen for the final round. So what you're about to see are some of the most promising young dancers on the planet. Yes, please, a round of applause. Before we proceed, we would like to also say thank you to LK Studios for the live stream and would like to welcome our virtual audience. We would also like to remind everyone that photos or videos are not permitted inside the theater. We would like to say a special thank you to YAGP sponsors whose support is essential in bringing all the opportunities YAGP creates for dancers worldwide. They are Ballet Rosa, Beyond Tutus, Block, Dance Europe Magazine, Discount Dance, Flexi Stretcher, Harlequin, Nikolai, RP, Sodanza, Sylvia, Vertice, and Dance Media, publishers of Dance Magazine, Dance Spirit, Dance Teacher, and Point Magazine. At this time, I would like to introduce our esteemed panel of judges. Please remember that this is a live competition. These dancers will be evaluated for scholarships at some of the leading dance academies that are represented on the jury panel. We're honored to have as part of the YAGP jury panel, founder and director of European School of Ballet in the Netherlands, Jean-Yves Esquer. Director of Trainee Program, Alberta Ballet School in Canada, Aram Manoukian. Artistic Director, Princess Grace Academy in Monaco, Luca Masala. Director of John Cranko School of the Stuttgart Ballet in Germany, Tadeusz Matacz. Trainee Program, San Francisco Ballet School, USA, Pascal Molet. Ballet Master of Houston Ballet 2 and Houston Ballet Academy in the United States, Claudio Munoz. Artistic Director, Elmhurst Ballet School, United Kingdom, Robert Parker. Artistic Director, the Royal Ballet School, United Kingdom, Christopher Powney. Acting Artistic Director, Berlin State Ballet School in Germany, Marek Różycki. President and Director, the Rock School for Dance Education, United States, Peter Stark. At this time, please take a moment to silence your cell phones and enjoy the show. Number 203, Ava Ramirez, Columbia Conservatoire of Dance, South Carolina, USA, performing Harlequinade. Number 210, Ana Lorenza Blanco Peniche, Chasse Ballet, Mexico, performing Graduation Ball. Number 211, Minori de Silva, Morning Star Dance Academy, Georgia, USA, performing La Esmeralda. Number 219, Nozomi Akamine, Ballet Atelier Creye, Japan, performing Don Quixote. Number 221, Ruka Suginahara, Ballet Le Corps, Japan, performing Sleeping Beauty. Number 225, Vivienne Shields, International Ballet School, Colorado, USA, performing Awakening of Flora. Number 235, Anne Osazawa, Osazawa Ballet Studio, Japan, performing Harlequinade. Number 239, Alexa Jensen, Academy of International Ballet, Pennsylvania, USA, performing Awakening of Flora. Number 252, Sabrina Dorsey, Master Ballet Academy, Arizona, USA, performing Paquita. Number 255, Crystal Wang, Nevada School of Dance, Nevada, USA, performing La Esmeralda. Number 258, Clara Riggs, Dmitry Kulev Classical Ballet Academy, California, USA, performing Graduation Ball. Number 260, Nini Terashima, Mes Amis Ballet Studio, Japan, performing Giselle. Number 265, Nali Dobrin, Floria Capsali, Romania, performing Paquita. number 266, Samantha Striplin, Peninsula School of Performing Arts, California, USA, performing Don Quixote. Number 273, Aina Kitami, Parkside Ballet Studio, Japan, performing Awakening of Flora. Number 278, Nicole Kosasi Bajaya, Marlupi Dance Academy, Indonesia, performing Awakening of Flora. Number 279, Valerie Sokolenko, Osipova Ballet Academy, California, USA, performing a variation from Don Quixote. Number 283, Avon Lee Hilton, Pavlova Professional Coaching, Texas, USA, La Bayadere. Number 290, Mona Flora Kokorio, Ballet Liqueur, Japan, La Esmeralda. Number 298, Kennedy Collar, Elite Classical Coaching, Texas, USA, Giselle. Number 303, Luisa Lisboa, Ballet Jovem do São Vicente, Brazil, Satanella. Number 306, Jasmine Arrieta, Koi Ballet, Argentina, Copelia. Number 307, Nao Nakajima, Symphony Ballet Studio, Japan, Pakita. Number 311, Izzy Howard, Nevada School of Dance, Nevada, USA, Le Corsaire. Number 316, Sophie DeGraff, West Met Classical Training, Minnesota, USA, Raimonda. Number 317, Taylor Tatiana Andre, All-American Classical Ballet School, Florida, USA, La Esmeralda. Number 326, Kira Orozco Davy, City Ballet, San Francisco, California, USA, Paquita. Number 329, Sarah Savage, The Art of Classical Ballet, Florida, USA, performing Le Corsaire. Number 336, Sophia Koo, Southland Ballet Academy, California, USA, performing Paquita. Number 343, Charlize Hardwick, Bayer Ballet Academy, California, USA, performing Grand Pas Classique. Number 350, Anya Donaghy, Elite Classical Coaching, Texas, USA, Harlequinade. Number 352, Elizabeth Feng, Morning Star Dance Academy, Georgia, USA, Coppelia. Number 353, Anna Shazaroglu, Ellison Ballet Professional Training Program, New York, USA, Paquita. Number 354, Jaein Lee, Kim Do-yeon Ballet Academy, South Korea, La Esmeralda. Number 358, Yeren Ok, Yiwon School, South Korea, Raimonda. Number 361, Eva Bugakova, National MK Sierra School of Art, Lithuania, Pakita. Number 366, Isabella Meyer, Elite Classical Coaching, Texas, USA, Don Quixote. This concludes the women's competition. We will continue with the men's category after a short pause.
We're not going to go anywhere. You can stretch, but like 10 minutes. No. Aram. Okay, quickly.
Perfect. Tell us when. So, welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that. John, I mean, my goodness, how in the world are the judges going to choose after that?
How are they going to choose? The level this
I know.
year, I mean, it is so high.
Yeah.
The dancers are so polished. I have to keep reminding myself, and in disbelief, I check the ages
Yeah.
on the sheet that we were given.
12 to
And
14.
just unbelievable.
Yeah.
I'm sure everybody else has their own commentary going on right now at intermission here.
Yes,
right?
we have a program with all the numbers, and we were going to circle people who we
Right.
liked, and we just circled everybody.
We circled everybody.
Yeah.
So just congratulations to all those phenomenal
Yes.
dancers and to the coaches and the teachers that prepared them and delivered such amazing caliber performances. I don't have the vocabulary to really do it justice.
I know. One of the things that I think sets these finalists apart and why they're here are not just the beautiful lines, the beautiful turns. I mean, so many of them whipped out, 4 or 5 pirouettes like nothing, but it's the in-betweens. And for me as a judge, that's what I look for, the transitions, how you place your feet. Some of them walked on and I was just like, all right, she's amazing. Like before she even did anything, just how you place the feet, how you get in and out of the turn, not just the turn itself.
Right.
For me, that's huge. And that was very, very on that stage tonight.
Yes,
That was amazing.
it was. I
Yeah.
mean, yeah. And you don't think about how we're going to walk out and present a variation, but it really starts as soon as you leave the wing.
Yes.
That quality, and that is there. And I hope everybody was paying attention to that too, because Catherine just gave a few master tips.
Well, as a judge, and I want to know what you like to look for too, but that's what I look for, honestly. Like, yes, they all have beautiful lines. Yes, they all can do the turn, but it's how you do it.
Right.
Not just getting there, but getting in and out of it.
Right.
For me. What
Right.
about, what is something you
Well,
look for?
what I would like to bring up, Catherine, to deflect that, what I look for, I was thinking about, we're watching tonight, and we're not judging.
Right.
You know, we're watching as fans, as spectators. And do you watch it differently when you're judging?
Oh, yes, absolutely, 100%. I mean, for me, unfortunately, as a judge, you're sitting there not only having to get a score, but what we were talking about before the performance is there's also a comment section. And
Right.
so I'm trying to offer the dancer as many comments as I can
Right.
because I also don't want them to go away with just a number. I want them to know, because most of them want to know what can I work on? That's one of the things they all want to know, what can I work on? Is there
Right.
something I can work on? And so for me, I'm trying to analyze, yes, they're beautiful, but as in the judge's brain, I'm trying to see everything that's wrong so I can give them feedback.
Right. It's
Here- yeah,
educational. Well, you're a
educational.
born educator, so
Well,
that's only natural.
Right.
Yeah, and then I was
debatable.
thinking, and then I try to channel, if I'm judging, I try to channel my inner dance fan, and and then I try to articulate what I'm responding to.
Yes.
So that's my approach, not just as an educator, but also as a spectator and somebody enjoying and being entertained.
And I think one of the things that makes these variations so hard is some of the ones that look the most simple are often the hardest. For example, we saw an Aurora Act 1. We saw a Raymonda. Things that are just so simple looking are sometimes the hardest ones to execute. You're out there in a tutu, everybody can see everything, and you feel very vulnerable. But again, 12 to 14. And I also
Phenomenal.
want to point out, fun fact, every time you see a classical competition at YAGP, they are in age order. So the first ones are the youngest, the last ones are the oldest by their birthday. I don't know if everybody knows
All right.
that. So
And we don't want to blow up the ages either. So
no, well, so
Right.
for example, with the men now you're going to see the absolute youngest one in the group to the oldest one in the group.
Right.
So-
Now, I'm wondering also if our audience out there is hearing the audience participation in
know.
these variations. This is new for me. Last year, I think I watched Behind the Glass, and
Yeah.
and tonight, I wonder if you guys hear everybody clapping along. Now, Catherine,
Yeah.
if you were a dancer out there doing a variation and the audience was participating like that, how would you feel?
I think it would depend on the situation. If it was in the middle of a normal performance, I would probably be annoyed actually. Like let me finish this turn, then applaud. But I think tonight, again, with their age, with the fact that this is a competition, that they literally have people sitting there judging them, I think it might be a little extra boost.
Yeah, I think it's
get
wonderful.
to the end of the, you know what I mean? I think
Right.
it's like we're on your side. It's a reminder for them that this is not just all about judging.
And you guys are probably clapping along at home
Hopefully.
too, and stamping
Yeah.
too.
And like we said before the performance as well, screenshot them. Like if you're watching, like take a photo of them, tag them,
Yeah.
say we're so proud of you. You
Yeah,
know, they
shout
love
outs.
that. They
Spread
love
the
that.
love.
Yeah.
Because
Yeah.
they're just phenomenal.
Yeah.
And like my face is tired, grinning ear to ear.
I know you should have
And
seen us
just-
sitting here.
yeah,
just like
just
looking at each other, nodding.
Loving it. Thank you. I mean, it's a privilege to see, and to see such high quality dancing and coming one after the other after the
know.
other,
I
and
know.
different variations. So, Catherine, let me ask you this: in this junior classical
Mm-hmm.
category, are there certain variations that you kind of only do as a junior, and then you wouldn't bring them to a senior? To when you graduate to the seniors?
That's a good question. It's actually the opposite. So there are
Okay.
some that are only allowed for the seniors and not for the juniors.
Oh, okay.
So the pre-competitives have a shorter list of repertoire they're allowed.
Okay.
The juniors, it gets a little bit bigger. And then the seniors, it gets pretty much everything is allowed.
Right.
For example, White Swan is only allowed in senior. I believe Black Swan is only allowed in senior. So
Now-
there are certain variations that are not allowed in this
All
age
right.
group.
Is Harlequinade, is that allowed as a senior?
Yes, it is.
Interesting,
It is.
because I see the youngest dancers do that variation, and I guess that's
Yeah.
the one that has the most variables.
I
There, you
think
could
so.
do it from pre-competitive to senior.
Yes, and what you see, especially in the pre-competitives that you're not watching tonight, they will alter the choreography for the little ones, for the younger ones.
Okay.
It's appropriate, age appropriate, especially for a 9-year-old doing Harlequinade is not going to look the same as a 14-year-old.
Right.
Once you get to the junior level, it is pretty much understood that you don't alter the steps. So these dancers, even though they're 12 to 14, they're not doing alternate choreography.
They
They're
are
doing
doing
the actual.
the real deal, the
Yes.
bona fide version.
Yes.
Now, I have a really dumb question to ask
Ask,
you,
John.
Catherine. So I noticed that each competitor, each dancer has point shoes on. Is that mandatory in the junior division to have point shoes, or could you ascend to that level in flat shoes?
I believe it's not mandatory. I think you are scored higher if you're in point shoes. It's almost like in junior and senior, it's expected. It's not mandatory. In the pre-competitive division, it is strongly encouraged that the dancer not dance on point if they're
Right.
11, and it is not allowed if you're 9 or 10.
All right, thank you.
Okay.
I don't know why I should
Okay.
know that. All right, the lights are blinking.
Lights are blinking.
All right.
So now you're about to see the gentlemen. And once again, we will see them in age order. There are 20 gentlemen, aged 12 to 14.
And they are phenomenal.
They're
I had
phenomenal.
the pleasure of seeing these young men dance,
Yeah.
and you guys are in for a major treat here.
Yeah.
All right. So
Especially at their age, you know, especially with men's technique,
Yeah.
you just need the muscle mass to do it.
Right.
And these guys are just young and they're still able to do
But
it.
they're-
It's pretty, it's
they're
pretty
amazing,
Yeah.
astounding.
So we hope you enjoy the men in the final round,
right.
and we'll come back after the show
All
to
right.
give you our thoughts.
Thanks, Catherine.
Thanks, John.
that sugar sweet. You got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat. Keep it on repeat. Tested by the motion. Loving this devotion. Live it up, sweet emotion. Every time, every night, you and I on a roll. Switch it up, switch it up, switch it up where I'm going. Stay on the fly, just in time, know the right way to go. Ooh, that sugar sweet, you got what I need. Sipping on the potion, all that good emotion. Just my kind of heat, keep it on repeat. Ooh, that sugar.
We will now continue the competition in the junior age division men's category. Number 401, Eita Akita, age 12, Wakui Ballet School, Japan, Pakita. Number 402, Kyler Sandoval, Denver Academy of Ballet, Colorado, USA, Flames of Paris. Number 405, Yuhi Fakuma, age 12, Masako Ballet Works, Japan, Swan Lake. Number 406, RN Tustin, Master Ballet Academy, Arizona, USA, Le Corsaire. Number 407, Eric Poor, age 12, City Dance School and Conservatory, Maryland, USA, Don Quixote. Number 408, Dylan Gaddis, age 12, Ballet West Academy, Utah, USA, La Female Garde. Number 409, Anthony Duo, Dance Collective, British Columbia, Canada, performing Le Corsaire. Number 410, Bryce Young, age 12. All-American Classical Ballet School, Florida, USA, performing La Baidere. Number 411, Keenan Mensos, age 12, Pulse Dance Center, Canada, Flames of Paris. Number 412, Waku Tohara, age 12, K. Grace Ballet, Japan, Swan Lake. Number 414, Manuel Domingos, age 12, Ballet do Teatro Escola Basileo França, Brazil, Copelia. Number 417, João Pedro dos Santos Silva, age 13, Ballet do Teatro Escola Basileu França, Brazil, La Fille Malgardée. Number 418, Maddox Ellison, age 13, Dmitry Kulev Classical Ballet Academy, California, USA, Coppelia. Number 419, Asier Bautista, age 13, Jove Ballet de Catalunya, Spain, La Esmeralda. Number 422, Cesar Ortega Garcia, age 13, Conservatorio Carmen Amaya, Spain, La Female Garde. Number 423, Jonah Hess, age 13, West Met Classical Training, Minnesota, USA, Satanella. Number 425, Keisuke Miyazaki, age 13, Wakui Ballet School, Japan, Swan Lake. Number 426, Rhett Davies, age 13, Perth Classical and Contemporary Coaching, Australia, Coppelia. Number 427, Gramada Dragos, age 13. Choreography High School, Floria Capsali, Romania, Paquita. Number 430, Quinn Gladstone, age 14, International Ballet Academy, North Carolina, USA, Satanella. Number 432, Suyog Bang, age 14, Sunwa Arts Middle School, South Korea, The Flames of Paris. Number 436, Min Jun Soo, age 14, Yuan School, South Korea, Satanella. Number 437, Dennis Watanabe, age 14, Watanabe Ballet Academy, Japan, Don Quixote. Number 439, Kotaro Mitsusugi, age 14, Mayumi Matsumoto, Ballet School, Japan, Giselle. Number 440, Leonidas Adarmis, age 14, Master Ballet Academy, Arizona, USA, Talisman. Number 441, Kenta Shimanaga, age 14, Lucia Ballet School, Japan, La Fille Malgarde. Number 443, William Gives, age 14, UNCSA, North Carolina, USA, Copelia. Number 445, Clois Juilliard, age 14, École de Ballet de Paris, Stanlova, France, La Esmeralda. Number 446, Alexei Orhovsky, age 14, Elite Classical Coaching, Texas, USA, Talisman. This concludes the final round of the Youth America Grand Prix 2022 season finals among the juniors. We hope you enjoy the performance and wish you a good night. Teachers are welcome to join their colleagues outside in the tent for a teacher's reception.
So we really, John and I were sitting there like mouths open once again.
And I know they were too. Even though we
Just
couldn't
like-
we couldn't see you, we know that your mouths were agape and that you were astounded by what you just saw on
Yeah.
stage. I know I was, and just unbelievable. I want to go have a protein shake and take class.
I know, right? Once again, I'd like to point out 12 to 14.
Right.
Unreal that they
Yeah.
can do that at this age.
No matter how many times
my
you
gosh.
check it, it is
Yeah,
12 to 14.
it is 12 to
You're like,
14.
how is this possible?
How is this possible?
But amazing.
Yeah, so thank you so much for watching. We also want to remind you that the senior final round will be Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern.
Tune in. It's going to be just as fantastic.
Yes, but also you can keep watching the live streams all day long. Tomorrow we have the senior competition as well with the soloists, the first round of senior
Right,
competition.
and tune into the Instagram Live, right? They go to classes too. You can
Yes.
see all those great master teachers giving class and these fantastic dancers.
Yes, and for the master classes, whether it's on Facebook or on Instagram, they are on there for about 20 minutes each, so you really get a sense of the class. It's
Right.
not just a quick little
Right,
like
not
blip.
just a snippet.
Yeah,
not
but we
just a
also
story.
it's not just a story.
Right.
We also have the ensemble and the pas de deux competition continuing as well. So you have lots to watch right here on YouTube.
And we have some people to thank before we sign off,
Yes.
right? We were noticing
Yes.
that how smoothly is this running? This production is going so smoothly. You just have to thank Dave at the sound booth.
Yes.
Right? I mean,
All the tech people.
All the tech people, everybody behind the scenes.
What you can't see, there are 5 wonderful people sitting right here who are running this live stream.
Right, it looks like NASA meets,
does look like
meets the Met Opera here.
Yes. So, but thank you all so much for tuning in. We had a great time. I always have a good time with you,
Yeah.
John.
Thank you, Catherine.
Yeah,
and
thanks.
thank you guys.
Thank you
Bravo.
guys. Have a good night.
Merde.